Sit here and be made out to be something that I'm not, motherfuckers. You just
Hey, how's it going? Just got a little update. Just watching some videos. It's kind of nice. The acoustic bass is gone, man. The band I play with, one of our guitar players, retired. And so the original founding member, who is still with the band's like, well, we either need a bass player, and Jason, you go play guitar, or we get a guitar player, you keep playing bass. I said, well, hell, I don't know anybody who'd want to get involved with a band that plays maybe 4 times a year, but I'll ask around. One of the businesses we work with at the cemetery hired a new guy who's a bass player in a band, and they don't play a whole hell of a lot either. So I asked him, said, hey, how'd you like to join 2 bands that don't play a whole hell of a lot? He's like, dude, sign me up, I'm in. He said, I need to get a new bass, and I need to get a new amp, because the one I've got now is just really like practice-y size stuff. And I said, we got you covered, don't worry, we got more gear than we know what to do with. I said, but I don't know if you'd be interested. I've got this old acoustic bass. It's kind of beat up. All the electronics are still in that little thing right there. He says, if you want it, man, $50, it's yours. He wanted it. So good for him. He got him a bass. I got it out of my way. I think we are missing one guitar. I have one more guitar that could come out. And I could put it back there by the classical or up there by the acoustic. But this is all the guitars. This one, this little cherry burst with the flame top, is for sale. It's a, not that any of y'all are interested. It's an old Stag. It's brand new. Like, I bought it to sell it. So when I was running the shop, and the shop closed before I got it sold. So yeah, brand new. I think it was like $300 I'm asking to. Comes with a $90 gig bag. So if you know anybody, send them my way. Plays great, sounds great. Can guarantee that. If I didn't have that terser, that one right there, I would use that. But I like the look of that one better. I'm not a big flame top. Anyway, so we're gonna retire this little guy. He's done bang up job for us. But I picked this thing up. I was gonna take it to work. So, test like, oh, there you go. So we could get like because it's got a forecast thing and humidity and all this, and I thought that'd be really handy at work. But it doesn't have the sensor. It's only internal. Like, what the hell do I care if it's 35% humid in here? Spoiler alert, I don't. So it's gonna come live in here. It's got everything we need, right? Date, time, now you know. The other thing I did, it's finished. Remember those lights I had? We were gonna originally put them up in the ceiling, the smaller ones. Well, I thought, those are still really good lights. I should do something with them. So I real quick built this really horrible box. I need to get a top on it. But I thought, that works. It's not. It's just like one screw holding the thing on right now, so it's a little wobbly. But there's no light. And this isn't great because the shelf's in the way now. But there's the light from that. And there's the light from those. That is so much better. I can see how dirty my rug here is. So that's the new thing for that. I'm going to take this piece that I just picked up, put a top on it. And the reason I got it built is I had enough scrap left over from finishing up this wall. Yeah. So I'm going to need to kind of do something different with the door. Take this piece of trim off. probably just another 2x4 all along the edge there would be just fine, I think. Yeah, we're all insulated. It's not a whole heck of a lot warmer. And I say that, it's also really cold today. We're going to get down to like single digits this next coming week. So I really wanted to get this done. So I went and did it. Spent some money I probably shouldn't have to get so I couldn't find any of the little rolls. So I had to get the big bag, that stuff. My rolls are 100 or 40 square feet. This was 125. It's a little cheaper to do it this way. And had I known that it was John's Manville instead of this Certainteed stuff, I would have been doing that the whole time. This is so much better. Like, okay, this is the Certainteed stuff right here. It's real soft. It's real floofy. We talked about it just gets particulate everywhere. That's the John's Manville stuff. It's a lot more dense. It's still R13. It's the same thickness once it gets up on the wall. But it's better than this. This is still the best stuff, though. This was like $40 a roll. It's $1 a square foot. That's this stuff. That was the best. I liked that the most. But this stuff's great. Got some scrap tucked in a little there and up there and down there. You got the router kind of hanging out under there. I found another one of those, so I grabbed that. Found some of these. Grabbed those, put some parts in them. Wrong light. Oh, another thing. This light is independent from the power. So you can have the light on and the power off, or vice versa. It's kind of nice. Sorry about the light adjustment there. So, yeah, I'd like another one of these, but we'll get to one eventually. Found a real neat little thing that's just like a wall of these. It's like 6 across and 4 tall, but the ones on the bottom are bigger. I'm probably gonna buy one of those. It was real cheap. It's like it was less than this. So got the games moved out here. Kind of got this cleaned up. Tucked the fridge down there. Gonna bring out some of the consoles and redo the shelves a little bit. Of course, it's alphabetized because, you know, I'm weird like that. Dug up an old monitor. That's my old Motu M2 USB interface that I replaced. It's going to be out here until I can get it sold, so I can do some recording out here. Little old Lenovo laptop. Sold a little powered speaker. Yeah, I mean, I come out with the intention of like, I'm going to clean up. It's going to be great. It's going to get nice and organized. And I do for the most part. And then I start moving other stuff and things show up on the floor. Like this thing, I ordered one of these back before Christmas. And my plan was, because I got a new gig bag for my guitars, my bass guitar. My plan was, I'm going to throw all of my bass stuff in here instead of that backpack, because the bass will go on my back because it's got better shoulder straps on it. So I need something I could just, like a little duffel bag. So I ordered one of these, showed up too small. So I sent it back, ordered the bigger one. This one showed up 4 days late. I know you guys have heard about my issues with shipping, but we'll pretend. Can't even see it. Pretend this is the United States. This bag left from here. I live here. In 3 days, it went from here to here. Perfect. I'm sold. Great. It's even a day early. But then it left and it went way over here to eastern Montana, where it sat for 2 days and then came back. And I don't mean it like Salt Lake City. It didn't go through Salt Lake. It was here. It was in my city. And then it went over here, and then it stopped, and then it came back. It's the wrong color. Not that that's a big deal, but it's not what I ordered. The zippers are garbage. Like, they're all half split like that. So you got to zip and unzip them 2 or 3 times to get them to work. It's still just a little tiny bit smaller than what the description said it was. And when I went to Amazon to be like, look, I paid extra to have this shipped to me on time. You know, I ordered it on like a Monday. It was supposed to get here on a Thursday. I said, it's the next Saturday. It is over a week late. Ordered it Monday, was supposed to get here Thursday. It is now Saturday of the next week. I said, I would like some sort of something. You know, a little bit of a refund on the shipping costs, maybe. Because it was like $13 for that little expedited shipping. And they're like, well, we can give you $5. And I said, no, that's not really acceptable. And they said, well, and here's the thing. This was what do they call it? Amazon supplied, whatever. Amazon was in charge of delivering this, not the seller. I forget what they call that. But so it's not the seller's fault. Oh, and the other thing. So this showed up, excuse me, in one of those like gray envelopes that you tear, right? Inside that envelope was this bag. And this bag was all collapsed down. It's supposed to be blue. This color blue. Inside that bag, this thing was collapsed all the hell down, which is fine. But that was in like a garbage bag and just like wrapped with tape like 8 or 9 times each way. And I had to cut it to get it open. I'm like, I know I'm going to cut a hole in this damn bag trying to open this thing. Fulfillment. Amazon fulfillment. So Amazon did not fulfill this very damn well. I'm none too happy with it. I don't know what they're going to do about it. Because they said, well, you got to fill out a thing. And then we'll send a thing. And we'll get back to you. And they haven't got back to me yet. I'm not like angry about it. It'll still work. The plan was that heart key right there, the one with 2 speakers in it. That's my bass amp, my cabinet. The amp head is in here. And what I wanted to do, those little blue things are supposed to go inside as dividers. So this was supposed to be tall enough that I could stand the power amp up, have one for cables, have one for this, microphones, whatever. And I measured, and this in their dimensions was supposed to fit. It was supposed to have a little... Well, that's just great. It's supposed to have a little extra room. Thanks, little hook. Ain't even that heavy. This one didn't go in very well, so I'm not going to blame it for that. Anyway, and it doesn't fit. It's like 2 inches smaller than it says it is. So this may not get used. I may just keep using that pack, which was also an Amazon thing like 2 years ago. It was just like the cheapest one I could find that was big enough to do the job. I forget, it's called like a Samurai or a Shogun or Samurai Tactical. You know me and my tactical gear, ladies and gentlemen. This thing is so cheap that I follow a guy on YouTube who does props for movies. This is the one they always buy, he said, because it's so... I've seen him do several different videos, and he's got like 4 different of this backpack in different colors. They take this off and they cover this up. But yeah, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, I really wanted another one of these. This is an Ogio, or however you pronounce it. But that I picked up at a Costco for like $60. Super on sale. Haven't found one since. That's been a great bag. Anyway, there's the update. Got rid of a guitar. Got rid of a little speaker. Added some stuff. I think you saw the thing about the camera stand by now. New little setup over here. I'll get that measured and cut out and just slap it on top of that. find a place for that. Yeah, we've done one episode of the podcast out here. I'm gonna plan on doing another, which is why the interface is out here. I need to find a way, and this was a goal. It still is a goal on the Buy Me a Coffee, and I'm only gonna mention it now because it's relevant. If you want to buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/electricleft, we're putting some money together to get a little setup to where I can, almost like a stream deck, but not really. Because the way I had to do the podcast last time is I recorded all the host segments, the me talking parts. I thought I saw something on the floor. The me talking parts. And then I had to take that into the house. And I had to like sync it and cut it all up so I could put in the audio for the show with it. And it was a pain in the butt. So looking for it's another little interface mixer kind of thing that's got some built-in playback stuff so you can cue different tracks. And I could do it on the computer, but it's just the volume thing is obnoxious doing it that way. So that was the plan. Maybe we'll fiddle with it and see what we can do. I don't know. But yeah, if you want to kick in a couple bucks for that, great. It's appreciated. You get the video version of the show if you're a member at the coffee thing. If not, you still get the audio one. It ain't a big deal. That's, like I said, that's the whole